Everything's moved, Gerry boy. Good morning. Morning, Delta. Morning, Anza. Morning, G. Good morning, Maxwell. I overslept. I think I was so tired from the night before. I was so sleepy. I've just woken up. Palin, thank you very much for the 11 mums. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Good morning, Rosabelle. Morning, Annie. Morning, Melba. Hopefully Franny overslept because she needs sleep. I sound sleepy. I'm so sleepy. Morning, Joe. Morning, Guy. You're getting homework. Do you know, I did have a massive dream that I didn't record because I suddenly saw the time and was like, oh no. I met some cows today and some big mushrooms. Nice. Good morning, fam. Did I say good morning, Ravane? I don't remember. Good morning, if not. Arnold, oh my gosh, 34 months. Thank you. Oh, Fifi. Fifi's in a silly mood. She got them binkies. Morning, Dewey. Oh my gosh, yeah, I was just so sleepy from the night before. And then Alex still has a little bit of a cough, bless him. I got him some like Vicks Vapor Rub and a morning swan and some cough sweets and some some Obas oil. So he went to bed very mentally. Morning, Chef. Morning, Rob. And he did sleep a bit better, which is nice. But I still woke up quite a few times. Good morning, Ginger. So once he had got up and started work, I fell back to sleep and I hadn't set an alarm. So I woke up and I was like, what time is it? And it was like 10:05. I was like, oh no. Morning, Lenia. Morning, Sapphire. So I'm very much fresh out of bed and still a snoozy. You're actually awake for Bun's dream. I'm not. Morning, Nico. But I was having this dream that was like, it was like I think I was back at school, or I was getting ready for prom, but at my niece's school. Either way, I was taking my niece with me. So either like I was her +1 or she was my +1. And I fell asleep at 3 p.m. and just woke up an hour ago at 7. Oh, you must have needed it. Yeah, I was getting ready for prom and my mum was like giving me dresses to try, and then she gave me these shoes, and one pair were like a really nice pair of purple heels that fit perfectly, and then she was like, and you can try on these ones, and they were like blue loafers, and I was like, I don't want to wear loafers, and I like kicked off. I was going like Verida, thank you for the 28 mums. Morning. I was kicking off being like, I don't want to be like Ethan Page. I'm not some young man wearing no socks in a pair of tight trousers. I don't want to wear loafers. I don't know. I had this big ramble about it, and then my mum was like, okay, just wear the purple shoes. I was like, okay. And then I was at the prom thing, but then it turned out we were like activists trying to do this big campaign, and then there was this guy there who was like it then cut to like being in his house, and his dad was like an oil baron, and then he came along to try and join us, and everyone was like, no, like, we know where your money is from. And I was like, well, let's just hear him out because maybe he knows more about it than we do. And he was like trying to fight his case and stuff. And Ffion was there, and they were saying that they're 59. And I was like, Ffion, you're not 59? And then what happened? Yeah, we were back at the prom, and all these like bullies started trying to pull apart. There was like a roller coaster, and they were trying to pull it apart so that it went into the water. And they were like, "Who can we grab to go on this?" And I was like trying to get all the like kids out because I was like, "Don't let them bully you, don't let them bully you." And then they grabbed me and they were like, "You're going on," and I managed to run away. And Ginger Version, thank you for the 6 months. Morning, Vance. Hope everyone's doing okay so far. Thank you. I hope you're okay. I ran next door and it was this like proper adult wedding, and Tom was there, like Angori Tom was there, and he was talking to this other guy. And I was like, Tom, what do I do? Do I let them bully me? Do I just get it over with? Or do I fight them? Or do I run away? Like, what would you do, Tom? And Tom was like, I don't get this way. I didn't get hands like these making these decisions. You should talk to this guy here. And I looked down at Tom's hands, and he had like, all of his hands were like normal. They were like sort of quite tough, apart from the very fingertips. They were like soft as a baby. And I was like, what? And then he was like, you should talk to my friend here. So I was like saying to his friend, I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And then I turned around and I noticed that, oh, what's his name? The guy who's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine was there. Is it Andy someone? He was there. And he was like dancing with his friend. And then I was like, I'm going back in because I heard this big crash. And I was like, hang on, the roller coaster runs on electricity. Andy Samberg. I was like, the roller coaster runs on electricity. Everyone needs to get out the water or they're going to be shocked. And I ran back in and there were all these kids stood around the edge. And I was like, don't touch the water. It'll kill you. And that's when I woke up. It was just very strange. Very, very strange. Good morning, Sam. Morning, Polly. Morning, Boom Boom. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a dream. I should record it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, no, I'm too late. I was meant to start streaming 5 minutes ago. So yeah. I don't know what the meaning of any of that was. I was watching some of Tom's videos yesterday. That's probably why he popped in. No idea why. Oh, I sent someone a GIF. Tilleron said something to me, and I sent Tilleron a GIF of Andy Samberg saying, I'm going to go cry now. So that's probably why Andy Samberg was there. Morning, Emma. Thank you for that live comfort zone. Wow, you're getting live comfort zone later. This was a teaser. I wasn't watching his scary videos. No, I was purposely picking out nice ones, like wholesome games. Also, I did watch a bit of him playing Power Wash Sim, so maybe that's where the water came from. No idea about the shoes. Although I do have a thing where I do judge people if I see them wearing loafers and no socks. And I think I was talking to someone about this the other day. No, I'm thinking of in the dream. I was like, imagine how smelly their shoes are. But yeah. A stress dream of Tom having soft fingertips. Yeah. Morning, Dark Pain. But it was all very bizarre. Triforce were talking about the no socks thing. I swear, so many times I say something and someone will say they're talking about that on Triforce. I should probably listen to Triforce. That is the whole point of this week, to listen to more podcasts. I should give it a listen. It sounds like I agree with some of their points. Morning, Doodle. What is it about? So it's a lack of socks. So basically, when people wear, there's like a fashion thing. Well, it's not really a fashion thing, but there's a fashion thing that's like men wearing smart trousers, smart shoes, and then no socks. I saw the clip of you wearing your unicorn shirt to work. I absolutely love the fact you wore that to work. Well, on TV and film and stuff, it was a lot more relaxed. You don't really have to dress smart at all. No socks and shoes is so uncomfy. That's the thing that, oh no, does Joe do it? Oh, bless him. Well, I can't dislike Joe. So he's too tall for me to have noticed, though, because you have to look up too much to see what his feet are doing. It's too far the other way. The thing about Triforce that you can listen to about 8 episodes and they just repeat the same stories over and over. Well, I hope it's ankle socks. If they're wearing ankle socks, that's nice, but just the thought of having bare foot in a fancy shoe concerns me. Like, it feels like it would be very uncomfortable. Like, no socks in other shoes is fine, but a fancy shoe? No. No. Like, if you had no socks and you wore Crocs or something, I'd be like, okay, I can see that. They seem like they'd be soft on the inside. When I had eye problems, I got up on like 30 Triforce episodes I had racked up for exactly a time like that. Oh, I should give it a listen. Morning boot. Do you know what else I should do? I should feed these bunnies. I'm surprised they're not telling me off more for not having given them breakfast yet. Hey, Fifi? They're being very patient. Maybe they can sense that I'm snoozy. Feed the buns. Feed the buns. Okay, let's see how... Oh, jeez. See how awake I am. Can I get up to give you breakfast? Nope. Gerry! That was a big grunt. What a baby boy. What a grumpy boy. Look at that. Who's his little hand? He grunts so much. The other day, Fifi went past him like one way and then the other whilst he was eating something. And literally, as soon as she went by him the first time, he was like, "Meh." And then she went by the other way and he was like, "Meh." I was like, she's not even doing anything, Gerry. Stop grunting at the poor girl. Seeing the buns run around like that reminds me of Teletubbies. Wait, the Teletubbies themselves or the bunnies on the Teletubbies? The pellets were 5... Oh, they were more than 5 seconds too late. His grunting at me is very justified. But not at poor Fifi. Oh, the bunny's on. Okay. Oh, I forgot there were bunnies on the Teletubbies. So I'm very tempted to have a nap after the stream. And, because when do I need to head into the office? I could get like a good hour in. Can we nickname Gerry Grunty now? Oh, I don't know why. Like, it's not like he doesn't get food. He always gets food. Were they George-sized? What, to make the Teletubbies look smaller? Rarely makes noises, but mostly disgruntled grunting and harumphing. Me or bunnies, who can tell? I think it's probably one of my favourite things about it, and Poe with his scooter. I really like the Teletubbies Twitter account. It is funny, and I don't know why. Oh. Do. John, did I say thank you, John Traversal, for the... I think I did. Thank you very much for the 6 months if I didn't. Lay, thank you very much for the 31 months. Hello, I love you, thank you for your attention. Loboto and Lay. You did good. I'm honestly the snooziest little bean. This is very fitting for Comfort Zone Day. We're recording a Comfort Zone before we do the live one. So later, if either of us says, this is the first episode we've done face-to-face, then no, it is a lie, because we've just done one 30 minutes before that. He had said I can get through, I'll be fine. Morning, Bassett. You just have to listen to me talk. This is very much how I feel when I do recordings of the dreams and I'm just rambling. But instead of it being 4 minutes, it'll be 50 minutes of me going, Everyone make sure to spam "that's a lie" in chat. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we did say in the episode we just recorded, we did say the next one we do will be face to face, but we didn't say which one it would be, just that the next one would be, which is technically true. I was reminded of Bunky yesterday when someone was talking about aphantasia and someone said, "Imagine not imagining," and the paradox blew my tiny lizard brain. I mean, I can still imagine, I guess, just not the same. Because sometimes I find myself saying things like, "Hey, morning, Zarok," especially in times when Zarok's turned up and it's the morning. And sometimes I find myself saying things like, "I'm just trying to picture this," and I am trying to picture it, but it's just, I think it's just different to how other people picture things. It's very strange. I wish there was like a little screen that we could compare thinkies on. Thinky imagines. Imagine a small kitten where it seems like it goes all on in the brain is white noise. That's how I imagine not imagining. Oh. I remember thinking someone saying Imaginext was a figure of speech until I was like 19. Yeah, see, this is the thing. You can imagine but not visualize. That's the one. That is the one. Stop yawning, you're not helping my sleepiness. Embrace it. Let's all go back to bed. Even those of you in different time zones where you've only been up for like, or you've been up for hours, or you're at work. Let's just all go back to bed. Why not? And then have dreams. And then send them in. Yay! I wish I had the power to make... Imagine if we could make bunny pajamas. I had an idea for a t-shirt yesterday, but I don't have the art skills to do it. And I was trying to think which style it would look best in. But I was cuddling Gerry. Oh, Fifi's going to find that last pellet. There you go. Stick giffers. Sorry. I don't know why I find that so funny. Good morning, Cavish. Did I say morning to you, Bassets? I can't remember. Good morning. Sticky giffers. I was imagining a t-shirt that was like just a round Gerry and it just says potato underneath. Potato. It made me giggle. You want cuddles? Cuddles are very lovely right now. Very lovely indeed. When I woke up, I had a message from Dav sending me an actual, like, work question, and I was like, "What are you doing awake? Stop it. Go back to bed. Everyone go back to bed." If in doubt, why not cuddle Gerry after all? Why shouldn't I cuddle him? Oh, Fifi, that was a very strange little floop. That was a strange little floop. I don't think I'm ever going to be... I snapped and put the heating on. I have a feeling that the heating is on here. It is. That's why. See, this is what happens. If ever... Poor Alex is off school because he tripped over a girl's bag that was not tucked under a table and went flying. Oh, no. Oh, bless him. Oh, I hope he's okay. Can I help with that potato draw? Wait. What? Strawberry potato. Strawberry. Sorbet. What was I saying? Something about Dav? No. I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm gonna go over here. See the Banouis from heating. Thank you, Boom Boom. Because normally we haven't had the heating on recently, I can get up quite easily because it's not snuggly warm. Whereas I think Alex must have put the heating on this morning and it made me just stay in bed because I just hibernate. Good morning, Gecko. What do you call a scarecrow's girlfriend? A strawberry. What should I do in between streams today? Should I nap or should I move Luna? Maybe I should move Luna into a new tank. Because she's not. Twitch must pay the big bucks to be able to afford heating in November. We've been occasionally putting it on for like a half an hour bursts. If it's desperate. So I'm surprised that Alex has put it on this morning because it doesn't feel desperate. Wouldn't you be inclined to stay in bed without the heating on as it's warmer in bed? I think I wake up though. If the heating's not on, I don't. I'm happy to. I don't. It defies logic. Because you're right. You would have thought I'd want to stay in bed more because if bed was the warm option. But for some reason, if the heating's on, I just stay snoozing. I stay cozy. Maybe Alex has won the lottery and not told you. We crank up the heating in the office, not our money. If only you could bottle it and take it home. Oh my gosh, you could. You could take in a hot water bottle. And use the work kettle. That works water and works electricity. These days, treating yourself means to turn the heating on. Do you know what? I was writing my letter to Talia yesterday. And cold air refreshing your lungs and wakes you up. Yeah, it's like the cold side of the pillow. Which I didn't know was a thing. Manna, you and me both. I didn't know was a thing. Just freeze the hot water bottle so you can save it for colder days. Lay. Yeah, I didn't know the cold side of the pillow was a thing until I saw it in this advert. There was one of those typical adverts you get in Britain that's listing things. And it'll be like, freshly buttered crumpets, the cold side of the pillow. The smile of a child, I don't know, wearing socks. Good luck, Britain, or whatever. It's one of those types of adverts. And I was like, what do you mean the cold side of the pillow? And then the next day I turned the pillow over in the morning and I was like, oh my gosh, how did I never know about this? It's so nice. The underside of my pillow once burned a bit from a candle. Oh my gosh. And then I wanted the cold side. My cheek burned. Oh geez. Hello. Hello. I had never turned a pillow. I do it now. I never knew about the cold side of a pillow being like a nice thing to do in the morning. Until that advert told me. Can't say I've heard of the cold side of the pillow. Try it tomorrow when you wake up. Turn your pillow over. It is very refreshing. It's very nice. Best thing to do, but I end up falling back to sleep if I do. You would have thought it would be horrible, wouldn't you? Because you'd think you just got nice and snuggly warm. And then you're going to give it a cold head. Since warm triggers my restless legs, I prefer it a bit cooler. Also, my body overheats because body be like, that's Feddies. Have you never turned a pillow? I didn't know about this until this advert. This was a while ago now. But yeah, it's nice. Why were we talking about pillows? Oh yeah, heating. Get a nice. I've been thinking about getting a little hot water bottle. Because at the moment, well, I used to like to microwave. I had an owl, one of those owls that's full of lavender beans. and you put it in the microwave and it's nice and warm. And then we put it in the microwave sometime. I think I was having real problems, but I can't remember why. I think I just had like a really bad. What was it? Is the phone slowly slipping over like this? It's gonna be a very Dutch angle. It was. I got a little heating pad just for my feetsies in bed. Aww. See, I've been heating up my warm worm. He's a very long hot water bottle in the shape of a worm, and I've been putting him at the end of the bed, and that's been nice. Getting into bed and having a warm little feetsy area, and he stretches across both Alex and I, so that's nice. But yeah, I had this owl, and I think for some reason I was just getting like a lot of stomach cramps, but more so than usual. So I was like heating this owl like constantly. As soon as he got cold, heat him up again, sort of thing. And he just caught fire in the microwave. It was really horrible. We had to throw him outside in the garden. Then he stayed there for like a week, and he looked so sad. Until I was like, okay, he's not salvageable. We're just going to have to throw him away. He was called Hootie. I'd had him for years. Yeah, I think he was from Sainsbury's. And Genevieve used to I had a photo of Genevieve and him cuddling, so that's why I didn't want to get rid of him. But he turned mouldy in the garden, so I had to. But ever since then, I've been scared about putting those sorts of things in the microwave. So now I sort of go for hot water bottles instead. But yeah, I've only got the long one. So I was thinking I might get a little one. Because that'd be quite nice. Imagine if you could have... I'm eyeing my Beanfield owl very suspiciously now. I was like, Delta, you sent me a picture the other day, didn't you, that had your owl in? And I was like, I used to have an owl like that. And then I was like, don't tell the story. The classic Briny 3 hiccup attack. It felt very, yeah, it was traumatic. Gerry, I've not given you your medicine. Good morning, Friff. Oh, hello, Gerry. I had a microwavable duck that was very lovely. Decided to get a new one with the lavender scent. Yeah, see, this is the thing. It was smelling more like popcorn, so maybe that should have been the hint to retire Hootie. Because I have a microwavable fox still, but I'm scared to put them in the microwave now because of what happened to Hootie. There you go, my love. I was going to say Carl. Is Carl here? I'm asking Carl specifically if Carl is still here. I was going to show you a thing. Hello. I've confused you now, haven't I? You probably can have it. Do you know what? It's already 22 because of me waking up so late. I could already give you your treat. Your little snack. Oh my goodness. Oh, if I could continue this energy into comfort zone, it would be very... Morning, Layla. Layla, did you get my message yesterday? Assuming you're the same Layla. I wasn't messaging a random one. Morning, Kraken. Oh my gosh, I've got a nose. I've got a weird... I know I have a nose. I forgot the word honk. My nose honked. I'm so sleepy. I apologise. This is very unprofessional. Gerry, do you want your treat? You've done a treat reward. Nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Gerry. Uh-oh, she can't get there first. I don't know how much they like it today. It's sort of I'm usually highly professional. I'll just point at the bunnies for a bit and and be quiet whilst they munch. I'm just gonna curl up and have a nap. Bunnies, you're in charge. My bun stickers arrived today and they're just the cutest, most amazing thing in the world. And incredibly, I'm glad. Because I was like, I didn't actually test those. So part of me was like, oh, I feel bad that I didn't sample them. What if they're really bad? You didn't get my message. Oh, I sent Mike a video. Maybe check your spam folder for whichever email address you used. Because I sent a little thank you message with Gerry, the boy. They said it sent, so fingers crossed. Yeah, I get in through the spam folder. Good morning, Andy. That's how I get in. The back spam door. Okay, night night. Enjoy the bunnies. What size are the stickers? Oh yeah, which size did you go for? Fifi eats very quickly. She's good. She inhaled the food. I'm so worried I'm actually going to fall asleep and then you're just going to hear like, honk shoo, honk shoo, me 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 me. Honk shoo. There it is. That was the nose honk. I'll tell you the thing that kept me awake though. Oh, I was meant to be listening to the bunnies munch. Gerry just stood on a piece of rocket. Like, what's this? Oh no. No. I scared him away, Fifi. It's yours. Who do we have to inform to call you up in case you fall? Just message Alex. The Snock Me podcast. We could have that. Imagine if that played before Comfort Zone and it was just sleepy sounds. And then it'll be like, oh my gosh, what was that TV show that was like, was it Echo Beach or something? Oh my gosh, Fifi, you've actually left stuff on the plate. That was the arse end of the bag though, so I wouldn't be surprised if those are just squished bits. Deemed unworthy. A boop, a boop. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was this TV show, and it was basically like, is Fifi getting kissed? Oh no, Gerry's grooming himself. You had the TV show, and then afterwards would be this other show that was basically a TV show about the making of the show. But it was like, I'm not explaining this well at all. Oh, you did get the video. Oh, I'm glad. I'll have to, I wonder if, I hope no one else has lost theirs in their spam folders. I didn't think about that. If anyone ever gets something from... Oh, it wasn't in spam. Oh, okay, that's good. Phew. Honk, phew. Me. No, it was like a fictional show. Hello, Fifi. It was a fictional, like, detective show. And then afterwards was another... It was set up to be the making of that show, as if it was like a look behind the curtain. But it was like... It was also a fictional show of people... No, Doctor... of people pretending that they were... Like, the actors were pretending that they were the actors acting in the show. And I think one of them was called Echo Beach, but I can't remember which way around it was. I think Echo Beach was the actual show. And then the other one, I can't remember what it's called. But it would be like that. That was the whole story. That was the whole reason I was saying it. Because you'd hear like the sleeping, and then you'd get to hear... Well, no, you'd hear the dream, and then you'd hear the making of the dream, but that would just be snoring. Although, oh my gosh, bless him. The other night, the reason I couldn't sleep very well was because he was obviously... I think he was trying not to cough in his sleep. But Alex was making this noise where he was just constantly going, I just was like, why? What is this? What are these? I'm going to the cinema, so I must go. Oh, bye-bye, Layla. Have a lovely time. I hope you enjoy the stickers. But yeah, that was it. That's the whole story. I do that constantly when I'm slightly suffering. Oh no! I don't think I've done it before. I think I just turn into like a big snore bag if ever I'm a bit ill, because I've woken myself up snoring before when I had a really bad cold. I was like, what is that? Like I carried on when I was awake. I was like, what is that noise? Is that roadworks? And I was like, oh no, it's me. This horrendous drilling sound. It's just my snoot. I'm slightly worried about today because we're recording them in a certain order, but then we're releasing them in a different order. And I have to remember not to say last week or last episode or next episode or anything, because it'll all be cattywampus. But I think this is our first time that they've not gone out in order of recording. Echo Beach, moving wallpaper. That was the one. Thank you. Yeah, it was did that have Ben Armstrong and Miller? Did that have Ben Miller in it? Or am I thinking of was he in the original Death in Paradise? It's an interesting concept though, the whole thing. I remember my parents talking about that show set. Yeah, I never saw it, but my parents watched it. Just be straightforward. Last week also the one we haven't recorded yet. I found my heart rhythm specialist today, and they basically told me that I'll get an appointment in 4 to 6 months unless they can look at my ECGs and go, oh, okay. But is that a good thing? In a way? Might have been both true. I think he was in both. Because he seemed to fall into that sort of role. Or get typecast, I guess. Gerry do be grooming himself, but I don't think he just wants to focus on the chair. See if he looks like a big rock. A bold orb. It's her impression of bold orb. Look at you. Oh, that's a point. I need to take that purple bag into the office today. Good thing I saw it. I also need to remember to take in my my onesie, because I think we're going to try and do the recording in onesies. But I'm slightly worried that we're going to overheat if we do. Also, that my onesie is smelly. Because it's lived on top of a wardrobe for like a year. And I'm like, is that just being covered in dust all this time? Don't forget to hide a bunch of letters around the office. What? Like alphabetic spaghetti? Can be like, what does the audience want to see? Chair, Gerry, chair! Need to get that tattoo as well. Maybe I do have it already. Maybe I do. But then again, it is very small. Wonder if Tom and I could get matching ones, because I think he likes Bold Orb too. As I saw in my video research yesterday. It's because I was thinking, like, I like Tom's videos. Maybe I should study him. I'll study him and see how he does it. Because I was like, what does he actually... I've never really, like, paid attention in a... like a research way to the sorts of things he actually talks about. I normally just enjoy him talking, so I was like, I'll watch them through and I'll make note. He just talks. I was like, I can talk. Gerry shuffled forward. He's having a toffee. He says bam and then whispers the rest of the video. Study Tom and then do a quiz video with him on it. I hope you've all done your Tom homework. There will be a quiz. Bam, more is more good, Poolagoon. Bam. True, Arnold, true. True. Like if you gave him a bowl of bottle caps? I don't have any bottle caps. Alex did get an 8-pack of Coke bottles, and then he must have recycled all of them. Oh, I was thinking one of those dumb quiz websites for which Angry Tommy. The sleepy one. I wonder if he's gonna do Tab's horse this year. If I get to relive the time of year where Tom calls me a hoe. And then a whore. You know, Tom often chill games, or playing creeper games with different yogs. I don't know. Ages ago, Tom and I were saying, "Oh, we should." This is like before it came out. We were saying we should do a playtime video together, but then it never really worked out. And then he did them with other people, I think. He just did it. His timing didn't really work, but I would love to. Can you do an impression of Zippy? Yes, but let me think. Because there used to be a Zippy quote. It's Zippy and George. George enters the scene and says, "I've lost my telescope." And then Zippy replies, "I've got a big red one." I can't remember what the episode is about, but for some reason those are the only 2 lines of Rainbow that ever stick with me. "I've lost my telescope. I've got a big red one." Who is Zippy? Zippy is a nightmarish creature with a zip for a mouth. Then there was Bungle, who was a big bear. And then there was George, who was a pink hippo, I think. It sounds like a dream I had. This is a real thing. In my head, Tom and Zippy sound alike. Oh, a big bear. He was very odd. He was one of those things that I loved as a child, but if I looked at him now, he probably would terrify me. Maybe a Christmas Tom Bronchi playtime. I was talking to Alistair about the Christmas stuff last night. I was saying, I'm getting a shuffleboard and be closer to Fifi. I was saying, imagine if, because last year it was just like nut roast and turkey, I think. But I was saying, imagine if chop potato, add oil, oven, roast potatoes. And he was like, "I thought you wanted jacket potato." And I was like, "Alistair, I want all potatoes. Just keep on adding potatoes." There are so many potato possibilities. Potato potato please. There are just so many. But yeah, I remember seeing an episode of Rainbow that wasn't aired where they made a bunch of innuendos. Potato abilities. What's the potatoes? So yeah. I still think, there's still like potato waffles, hash browns, croquettes, just boiled potatoes. There's a lot. But I was trying to think, how would you do potatoes? Because you can't just chop and cook, because that gets you chips. But if you chop, add oil and cook, roasties. That was my idea, at least. The thing is with Alistair, is I found out the other day that sometimes he's he's like me. He does this thing where sometimes if someone else suggests something that you were going to do anyway, you won't do it because then people won't believe that you were going to do it anyway. They think you did it because someone else suggested it. So I should probably stop suggesting things, because maybe he was going to do them anyway and then they don't happen because I suggested it when he was going to do it. So, can Alistair cook IRL? I don't know. I've only ever seen him in Bristol. Hello. Oh, sorry, Fifi, that was a bit loomy, wasn't it? Did I just loom over you? Can I roll you back over? Wee! No. That's a Gerry thing, not a Fifi thing. She will not be rolled. She will not be rolled. She's drunk. Maybe get them to him on a shared file. That you and other dogs. Well, what about just if it was just me? What if just I could add ideas? And then I can be like, that was me. Now I'll still be like, no, I was going to do it anyway. And I'll be like, no, it was all me. I didn't know that. You know all the times that people have said, like, why is there a restaurant that's just breakfast? And they say it like it's a ridiculous thing. It turns out that was because of me. I'd completely forgotten. Because I was saying to Alistair, like, you know, oh, you could add potatoes. Because, you know, just a potato restaurant. You get just potato restaurant. And then he was like, no, you don't. And I was like, well, you don't get places that just do toast. And he was like, that's because of you. Because you said you wanted beans on toast in the game. So I had to add it as a base thing. And I was like, oh yeah. Oops. So I guess if he does add something I've suggested, I need to then not complain about it. I was trying to remember how far Kirsty and I got on stir fry the other day. Gerry, you've just sat right on a pile of Fifi fluff. You're going to have an even fluffier tummy today. Extra fluffy. How much a plate up is indirectly my fault? If there's stuff that you like on it, that was me. If there's stuff that you're angry about, that's all Alistair. So it goes. It was Kirsty, yeah. This pasta is too hard to snap. I was thinking the other day, imagine if you had plate up on the Switch and you actually had to like wave your arms when you were chopping stuff. And then I was like, actually, that'd be really tiring. Imagine if you had to chop your arms. And then also if like tilt controls kicked in when you were carrying a plate and you had to hold it super steady, or the food would slip off the plate. It would be exhausting. But that's an extra incentive to automate, I guess. It do be. I'm distracted because look at all these tufts I'm getting off of Fifi. She's proper molting now. I guess this is all like her winter coat coming through. Oh, Narbang Holly Visty Animals. Shall we go to Visty? Because lovely Visty asked me to stream yesterday, and any other Wednesday I would have been able to. But yesterday I was obviously had Ridian stream, so I couldn't. But yeah, so let's go and send a lovely raid over that way. There's a lot of fluff. Look at this pile I've made just in that small time. Well, can we ask Visty a question? What would you like to ask? What are you buying? You just want me to go back to bed? I hope I've made some semblance of sense during the stream. Probably made more sense than usual. Is a banana or a melon? I don't know. I'm hoping that... Oh, wait. Is the raid going? I probably should go to bed. Ask Visty, what's your favourite nap? What's your best nap you've ever had? Well, everyone, look at this. Have a very lovely day. I won't be back on this channel today. I'll be on Yogscast channel at 3:30 p.m. For Live Comfort Zone. But yeah, take care, everyone. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Look after yourselves. Look at all this fluff flying through the air. Sorry, Gerry. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Floofy, floofy. Should I just curl up with you bunnies? We can just do a nap together. Gerry, you've got the right idea. He knows. Sorry, Fifi, that was a bit tough. We've got to remember. Oh, yeah, the purple bag. Thank you. Thank you. I'll put it in a more obvious place. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Boop.